Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuki, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
We back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel, man. Hey, we got a good one for y'all today. Whew. We got 10 things that would happen when humans go extinct. I wonder how long they got for us to go till we go extinct. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you sound very concerned.
Well, hopefully, if it's only 10 humans left, they'll be like jackrabbits and making sure they can reproduce. You know what I'm saying? So we won't go extinct. You know what I'm saying? Just go hunt everybody, man. Come on, man.
Not everybody. Oh my God.
Ain't number 10 of y'all.
Right.
Bump and grind, bro. Shit. By that time, China uplift they ban of how many kids they can have. You know what I'm saying? They got a certain. Hopefully. But with that being said, man, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go. If you want to further support, just check out down below. But we finna find out 10 things that will happen when humans go extinct. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, y'all.
As far as science knows, the Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years. Humans have called the Earth home for only 200,000 years. So it's safe to say our planet thrived before us and will thrive after we are gone.
Sure.
If you are new to this channel, click that red subscribe button to see more videos like this one. This is what would happen if humans vanished. After a few hours. If humans disappeared, it wouldn't take that long for the world to start feeling the effect. In merely hours, there could be shocking changes, and the planet as we know it would be forever changed. Since most power stations around the world work on fossil fuel produced by human-run power plants, power around the world would shut down. This means all of the lights and machines run by power plants would just stop working. The world would go almost dark, but there would still be power thanks to solar panels and windmills. After a few days, in 48 hours without proper maintenance, the windmills and solar panels that were still activated would soon shut down, and the planet...
That is true, though. Like, power, it would get dark, and, like, I wonder what animals still exist, though.
I mean,
because then how would animals be able to reproduce? Well, I'm saying, not like that, but I mean, like, I know pets. We want to have like our pets and stuff when they want their die. But like the animals that can survive on the wild, they would just thrive even more because now they don't, like, you know, some places try to protect other animals not to eat.
Yeah, I think the animals would be fine.
But it'd be like survival of the fittest. Whatever clan can survive will survive.
Yep.
Would now officially be without any power. House pets would start to starve and suffer from dehydration from not being looked after by their owners. Most of the house pets and livestock would die because they will lack proper care and don't have the skills to live in a world without humans. Metro stations and lines would start to flood because the pumps that keep them dry are run by humans, and they would no longer have anyone to operate them. After a few weeks. Because of their breeding and their lack of any physical advantages for wildlife survival, designer pets such as bulldogs and terriers would die out after a few weeks of humans vanishing. Big dogs will start forming packs in order to survive, and they will start hunting smaller animals. Domestic animals would also become a larger food source for the already existing wildlife.
Because them cows and stuff, because think about it, cows, they rely on humans to feed them, give them hay, and pigs, get them. So the animals like the wild dogs, like those dogs will attack those. And so they'll go into their natural habitat, natural instinct. of survival. You know what I'm saying? And then, but like our little dog would die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got any type of house dog would die.
Except for the larger size ones.
Some of them probably would
some
die
of them
too.
probably would, but
because they wouldn't know
like,
how to.
Like you said,
survive.
but the larger ones, kind of like for instance,
Like
I'll say like huskies, German shepherds.
But some of those are like some of those people try to get them so house trained where they try to take away their natural instinct. But I'm
pretty sure naturally they realize, okay,
I gotta eat. Yeah,
like my owner, like there's no one here. Yeah. Okay, it's time for me to tap in and survive. Like I gotta get in survival mode. Right.
Within a few weeks, many animals contained in zoos or enclosures would be able to escape and become predators once again. After a month, water that helps cool nuclear power plants will have evaporated, causing devastating nuclear explosions. Yeah. Millions of animals and wildlife will die from cancer caused by radiation from the explosions. Sewage drainage systems that rely on power plants will stop working, and rivers and lakes will fill with sewage backup. The sewage backup would kill off most wildlife that relies on rivers and lakes for their ecosystems. Chemical and natural gas plants would now start to have effects on the environment as chemicals get released into the atmosphere, and natural gas will start wildfires that last for days. After a year, if humans vanished after a year, the Earth would start rebuilding itself from the lack of human encroachment. Luckily, the Earth will be able to bounce back from all the nuclear, chemical, and natural gas disaster pretty quickly.
You remember that happened on the 100? Mm-hmm. Like, there was like the Earth would, like, eventually all those chemicals and stuff, the Earth would be able to replenish itself and they'll be able to come back to Earth. But it was over years. They had to be in outer space. The 100 was a stretch, though. But I love that show, man.
Not surprisingly, all the substances that would have been recycled, like plastics and electronics, would now be found littered in waterways. A year after humans vanish, satellites will start falling from the sky, creating incredible spectacles that resemble a meteor shower. 25 years later, without humans mutating the genes of plants to make them larger and easier to grow, the plants on Earth would start to change. It would take 2 decades, but vegetation will start to revert back to their original state. Plants would also have already taken over cities, and once popular streets and buildings will be covered in grass and trees. With vegetation come the animals that rely on it as a food source. Cities will now be riddled with wildlife, and buildings and homes will start collapsing with no upkeep. Cities like Vegas and Dubai will revert back to their natural environment and will be covered by sand from the desert. There will also be a lack of pollution caused by humans.
Well, would they go back to being a desert? Because what could the land actually look like if humans didn't alter over years of what the land... You know what I'm saying? You never know, like, the environment being clean, re-cleaned, re-rejuvenated, the deserts might end up, you know what I'm saying, might not be as dry. It can start, you never know, like those deserts might end up populating actual green, you know what I'm saying, green scenery.
Well, no, I get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying. We
can't necessarily say a desert would go back to being a desert. It's with humans being gone.
It's not factual, but it's kind of like what
I get
what
you.
could possibly happen.
Covered by sand from the desert. There will also be a lack of pollution caused by humans, and the visibility in cities will increase. 300 years later, animals now rule the world, and once endangered animals like elephants have been able to bounce back without threat from the ivory trade. Animals that were locked in zoos have now repopulated in foreign lands, and the distribution of animals around the world would be various. Lions and elephants that once called Africa home will now roam in what was once Manhattan. Large steel constructions such as bridges, buildings, and the Eiffel Tower will finally start to collapse due to corrosion. Marine animals would also start to thrive without humans, and the world's seas would be abundant with wildlife. 10,000 years later. All the cities and any indicators of human existence would be gone except for a few stone structures. 10,000 years after humans vanish, only the pyramids, Great Wall of China, and Mount Rushmore will survive.
That's crazy.
These stone structures have the potential to stand for hundreds of thousands of years and may be the only sign of human life on this planet after we are gone.
That is so like...
And the aliens gonna come like, what happened here? Like, we happened, bitch. But no, like
oh
this
my
is,
gosh,
this is mind blowing, bro. Like who? But that is true though.
Well, because earlier I was like, there is like a possibility. No, it kind of is kind of factual because like in the beginning,
you don't know what was in the beginning.
No, I don't know what was in the beginning.
No, none of us know what was in the beginning.
No.
We only know what we was told in books, but how did they even get the knowledge to put it in books?
What I'm saying is all of what we have now
really
wasn't
records.
Okay.
All the way from back then.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but you okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
50 million years. The only thing that will survive after 50 million years without humans will be plastic. Future aliens that come to our planet will be puzzled by the plastics they find in fossils. It would take our planet another 50 million years to rid itself of plastics and any mark that humans once occupied this world.
Wow.
Pretty crazy to imagine, isn't it?
Want me to tell you that shows a sign that plastic should not be formed. If plastic can survive, like a little plastic bottle can survive. Well, this ain't as plastic as that though. But this Corona before that. But for a little plastic bottle to be able to survive 50 million years on this earth and nobody touch it, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's been a problem.
Plastic is a problem.
It's been a problem.
Damn. Man, y'all spam us up in the comment section down below. Let us know how y'all feel about this, man. Hey, this is mind blowing. The fact. What about the coffins in the ground?
Okay.
What like to be 100?
We can't touch on everything.
What we gonna turn into fossils?
We can't touch.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section down below, man.
It's a little short video. She can't touch on
let us know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. But as always, I do go by the name DJ Nikki. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are y'all.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money low, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.